There's Ice Cube, who extended an offer to Caitlyn Clark to come play in the Big Three League, throwing a $5 million deal at her $5 million for just 3 months of playing basketball.
For anyone questioning the Caitlyn Clark effect, we now have people wanting to watch golf because of her. We saw the kind of offer that Ice Cube made to Caitlyn to play in the Big Three. That is $5 million.
That's the kind of offer that not only speaks to the immense popularity Caitlyn has cultivated, but also illustrates the growing demand for her star power beyond the college sports scene. For a young college athlete to receive such an offer is almost unheard of, but that's the reality Caitlyn Clark has now stepped into.
WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media.
And let's take a moment to appreciate Angel Reese's position. If Caitlyn Clark's $5 million contract wasn't enough, it was recently revealed that Clark has raked in a staggering $10 million off the court in NIL deals. Yes, that's $10 million, an eye-watering figure that would make even the most seasoned professionals in the sports world do a double take. Meanwhile, Angel Reese, for all her talent, hasn't even come close to reaching that milestone. In fact, she's not even halfway there, which must sting a bit, especially for someone as competitive and driven as Reese. It's clear that Angel is feeling some type of way about this disparity.
WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlyn.
And we can't deny that there's a palpable sense of jealousy in the air. Let's take a step back. Over the course of the last year, WNBA players have been vocal about their frustrations, demanding recognition for their role in elevating the league. They've fought for credit.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games.
Claiming that they've been crucial in bringing more attention to the women's game. Angel Reese too became part of this chorus, along with their supporters in mainstream media, arguing that women's basketball had experienced a boom and the WNBA was at the center of it all. They wanted us to believe that the league was exploding in popularity, and they were right in one respect. It was getting more attention. But what they also failed to do was acknowledge the true catalyst behind the increased interest in women's basketball, Caitlyn Clark.
The game sold out arenas, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on.
Here we have two players who started their journeys at the same point. They both entered the national spotlight with immense talent, and both were lauded for their on-court performances. But now, as the two of them find themselves in the spotlight for different reasons, Caitlyn Clark has soared to unparalleled heights in the world of NIL deals, while Angel Reese seems to be searching for alternative ways to cash in. Even though Reese has ventured into bold modeling, trying to expand her brand and make a few extra bucks, it's been tough to find true financial stability in this space. It's an industry that demands more than just fame. It requires a brand built with a certain level of class, substance, and longevity.
Caitlyn Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million.
And while Reese may have tried to break into this avenue, it's clear that not every avenue is a fruitful one without the proper strategy. Meanwhile, Caitlyn Clark has done things the right way. She's built her brand with an incredible level of focus, consistency, and class. Her $10 million paycheck is a testament to her success, both on and off the court. Let that number sink in for a second. $10 million in NIL deals as a college athlete. It's a figure that's reshaping the entire landscape of college sports and making players like Angel Reese realize just how steep the climb to the top can be. Naturally, this has led to a meltdown from Reese. Let me walk you through her reaction to this turn of events. I'll take that role, she said.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
I'll take the bad guy role and I'll continue to take that on. Reese has always had a knack for dominating attention, whether on the court or on social media. Her confidence is undeniable. She knows how to keep her name in the headlines, and that has served her well over time. But now, seeing Caitlyn Clark not only gain attention, but also secure massive financial rewards off her talent has got to sting. This is especially true considering that Caitlyn's breakout moment wasn't just about one game.
Other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
It was about an entire era that she has helped usher into the spotlight. We're talking about packed arenas, celebrity-studded events, and a new level of national exposure for women's basketball. Where does that leave Angel Reese? It's becoming increasingly evident that while she's in the spotlight right now, the financial success Caitlyn Clark has garnered isn't simply a product of athletic excellence, although that is certainly a significant part of the equation.
Angel Reese is the biggest star in this new league. Hell, she is the only star with Unrivaled. There is not another player in this league capable of drawing.
The real secret behind Clark's meteoric rise to fame and wealth lies in her marketability. Her dominance on the court has effortlessly transitioned into a brand-building empire, one that has attracted lucrative deals with major companies like Nike, Gatorade, and Bose. Each partnership cementing her not just as a basketball phenom, but as a marketable icon. Meanwhile, Angel Reese finds herself on the other end, frustrated and struggling to secure endorsement deals that would bring her anywhere near the financial territory Clark now occupies.
Whether it's fair or not, the success or the failure of this league, it is going to be directly tied to Angel Reese. Does Angel have enough drawing power to capture mainstream interest?
At first glance, the two athletes couldn't be more different in their approach to their careers, and that's part of what makes this rivalry so fascinating. Caitlyn Clark is the quintessential clean-cut, no-nonsense athlete. She's known for her methodical and focused approach to the game, letting her performance on the court do all the talking. Her consistent dominance has earned her the respect of basketball fans across generations. From young children looking for a role model to older fans who admire her skill and demeanor, Clark has become the type of athlete who resonates with a broad audience. She embraces her role as a leader without engaging in unnecessary drama.
Jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star.
Quietly building her brand without controversy. In contrast, Angel Reese thrives on the spotlight. She is loud, unapologetic, and unapologetically polarizing. Her fiery energy electrifies the crowd, and she knows how to generate buzz both on and off the court. Whether it's through her intense on-court performances or her larger-than-life social media presence, Reese commands attention. However, this kind of bold, in-your-face personality doesn't always align with what corporate sponsors are looking for. While Reese's supporters love her confidence and swagger, brands typically favor more safe endorsements.
Estimate has said that the league is going to lose about $50 million. Is there a scenario that you will try to raise more money?
Those attached to athletes who come across as universally appealing and free from controversy. Caitlyn Clark, in this regard, fits the bill perfectly, making her a far more marketable figure for the likes of Nike, Gatorade, and Bose. Angel Reese, while a cultural icon in her own right, doesn't quite offer the same corporate appeal, even if she's every bit as talented as Clark.
Probably not. We probably don't need to raise capital like we did back in when I came in 2020, started assessing raising capital.
Despite her struggles in the endorsement world, Reese is undeniably the biggest star in the new league, and arguably the face of women's basketball right now. She is the player capable of drawing mainstream attention, and with the WNBA looking to expand its reach, Reese is seen as central to that mission. But can she capture the elusive mainstream interest that Caitlyn Clark has found? That remains to be seen. Reese's brand is powerful, but it's not as refined or appealing to corporate sponsors as Clark's carefully cultivated persona. And while social media fans have enjoyed comparing the two players, pointing out their differences in earnings, it's important to recognize that this isn't simply a matter of raw athletic skill. There's a larger conversation taking place about what drives success in the new era of NIL, name, image, likeness, deals. The rise of NIL deals has fundamentally changed the game for college athletes, and this shift has given rise to a broader debate. Is success determined purely by on-field performance, or does personality play an equally important role in building an athlete's marketability? Are corporate sponsors overlooking Angel Reese because she's outspoken, or is Caitlyn Clark simply capitalizing on a strategy that resonates with both fans and brands alike? In truth, the answer likely lies somewhere in between. NIL deals are as much about perception as they are about performance, and Caitlyn Clark has found a way to balance both. Her focus on delivering results on the court has made her a respected and admired athlete, but it's her understanding of how to craft and manage her brand off the court that has set her apart. She's not just a talented player, She's a savvy businesswoman who understands her worth and how to leverage that to her advantage. She knows that in the world of NIL deals, the power isn't just in athletic ability. It's in creating a brand that fans and companies are excited to align themselves with. While Angel Reese may be struggling with frustration right now, it would be foolish to count her out. One thing we know about Reese is that she thrives on proving people wrong. This is just another setback, a bump in the road, in what could ultimately be the start of a new chapter for her. After all, Reese is no stranger to overcoming obstacles and turning adversity into success. If there's one thing she's learned, it's how to turn a setback into a comeback. And while it's unclear whether that comeback will happen fast enough to close the gap between her and Caitlyn Clark, we know this rivalry between the two stars is far from over. What's most fascinating about this rivalry is that it's about more than just money, endorsements, or social media buzz. It's about two athletes, two women pushing each other to become better versions of themselves, both on and off the court. Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese may have different approaches to their careers, but both are part of a much larger movement that's changing the game for women's sports. Whether they realize it or not, they are redefining what it means to be a star athlete, especially in the world of women's basketball. The impact they've already had on the sport is undeniable, and as they continue to push the boundaries, they're helping to elevate the profile of women's sports in ways that we've never seen before. What's most interesting about these two athletes is that while they have contrasting approaches, they both share the same ultimate goal: success. Whether it's Caitlyn Clark quietly securing million-dollar endorsements, or Angel Reese using her bold personality to push boundaries, both women are changing the way we think about sports and branding. They are part of a new wave of athletes who understand that talent alone isn't enough to succeed in the world of NIL deals. They must also be strategic, marketable, and relatable. And though their paths to success may look very different, the ultimate lesson remains the same. In the world of NIL deals, athletes must master the art of balancing performance with marketability. Caitlyn Clark has already proven she can do this, while Angel Reese is still figuring out the best way to navigate this new era of college sports. But if there's one thing we know about Reese, it's that she is relentless. She may be having a tough time now, but this is far from the end of her journey. As she continues to refine her brand and navigate this new world, there's no doubt that she'll find her way. For now, the rivalry between Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese is just beginning, as both athletes continue to break barriers and redefine what it means to be a star in college basketball. We are all in for an exciting ride. The future of women's sports is in their hands, and whatever happens next, they're bound to make history.